and then we continue where we left. So he had some interesting questions. He wrote to me in the early morning of mine. So it'll be nice to hear. So you were asking gambling versus investing and karmic ramification of it. If your job is a financial fund manager, then you have to make profit off the movement of stock, but I'm not sure if that constitute gambling if well informed. Not sure. This is like this: gambling versus stock. Okay, gambling is way of guessing. So in the Samanya Sutta, Buddha covers this aspect. It's not that gambling is bad or good. If the gambling creates the greed for it, anything that creates greed is bad. If you're on this path, does not matter what you're trying to do. If it is in stocks, on shares, or mutual funds, or day trading, or whatever that is, it doesn't matter. What's the objective? The objective is to um, have greed as opposed to making your finances, then it is bad. So there's one sutta which um, Bobby also knows about how a person should run his family, how much profit he should make, and all that is there in the sutta. It's not that it's not covered, it's there. It's in Anguttara Nikaya 8.54. Then you can really check it out that Buddha talks about how you should make money and also talks about how much you should donate. Clear? Now, you might ask me a question, why donate? Let's say you're donating for your future. If you want the money back to you in your account, so you better donate. So how much to donate? Generally, it's 8 to 10% of your income. That's it. Very simple, straightforward. Let's say I'm earning 100,000 Indian rupees and 10% of it. And that's it. Just keep it aside. Right? It need not be that I need to be doing anything about it. Just keep it aside. That's not yours. And just go and give it to anyone you think you want to donate. It shouldn't be like premeditated that I need to do this and do that, whether it's capable, whether it's good, bad, ugly, whatever, because it is there in the Dakkhina Vibhanga Sutta. Okay. So you can donate anyone, including an animal. You just feed it, you get the punya accumulated. So it's fine. As long as your intention is not greed, it's to run your family. Minimum profit, maximum profit is not a question. As long as it can feed you and your children, is fair deal. So I would go by that rather than the profession as such. Now, Buddha forbids monks to have a profession. He doesn't forbid a lay follower or a lay person not to have these professions, as long as it doesn't make him really restless or anxious and all that. So let's say I'm investing in mutual funds. I don't even care how much it is grown. The perfect way of doing it, because you don't care much how much it grows. But I invest in mutual fund and I'm anxious about how much it has grown day by day and day by day, and I'm not able to sit even for 10 minutes, then there's something a problem. Another question: should you ask for raise in the organization? Actually, you should. But the best way of living is don't ask for a raise, because then you're not causing any discomfort to yourself. Let's say I ask for 20% raise and the company gives me 8% raise, and then I feel cheated by 12%, so I get Vyapada. And the company can give me an answer saying that, hey, Vilas, you know what? The market is bad, or this has happened, that thing happened, and then we didn't get that amount of profit we think we should have got it. So we just gave you 8% raise. And the inflation is 16%, but you got 8%. Now, is that good or bad? This question is not like that. Can you sustain your life? If yes, don't care about it. Now, how do you sustain your life? That's a sutta. How do you sustain your life? He says, not miser, not spendthrift. Right? So now, let's say I have 100,000 Indian rupees. How much should I spend? 50% of that you should spend. 50% you should save. Out of that 50%, 10% goes for donation. So that becomes 5,000. So you have to save 45,000, let's say. But I'm earning 45,000. How much of that I need to donate? 10% of 45,000 is 4,500. Minusing that, I need to make a living. Now, I can't do donation. Yep, listen, it's for your future. You better keep it. Simple. So in the next life, you want to be rich, you have to accumulate now. So the act of dana is to get it back continuously. Yeah, Chirag.
Yeah, by the way, Vilasji, thanks for very much for answering my questions at short notice. Really appreciate it. So I had a few things based on what you said. So I think, obviously, I think this has been discussed earlier, but I think one thing you mentioned right now is the donation should not be premeditated. I guess if it's not premeditated and if it happens spontaneously as you feel compassion for someone, and it's not because of some, let's say, guided plan you have about accumulating wealth in your next birth or something. I think it's more impactful,
Yes.
whatever that.
No,
Yeah.
there should be logic for what you're doing. Like you just gave food to someone. Just now you wrote that some lady was begging and then you gave her the food or you bought her the food or whatever you did. That's the right thing to do. It doesn't matter whether she is begging for the sake of begging, she is making begging as a profession or whatever it is. That is not your problem. You saw her begging, so you've handed over thing. It's just like saying it's not mine. I'll give you another easy to do example. Let's say I charge $1,000 a month for Dhamma, total, from whoever comes to $10 per person or $20 per person. I say, look, I'm putting effort. I'm teaching you Dhamma and doing all of this. You guys are nuts, and I'm spending my time and energy and blah, blah, all that, and I'm doing it. So let's say people pay me $10. Now, here is a problem. There are 5 problems associated with it. One is stealing, which is not mine. The first thing. So adinna dana. So it becomes stealing. Second, it incites profitability. Out of what? Out of the thing which you didn't even own it. Second problem. Third problem. Are you trying to help or are you trying to sell? Be clear. And in my mind, it's to sell what I'm projecting as I'm helping. So the third problem became lies. And then the fourth problem. I'm trying to make a livelihood of Dhamma, which is worse than any other, even worse than gambling. The fourth problem. And the last problem is mana, the vanity, that I know this much. 5 problems. Now I did it. That's it. And they'll get some people who are going to give me money and all that. And then I'm building houses and blah, blah, all that. What happens in the next life? Exactly what happened to that lady who is begging. And I'll be dumb. Dumb means no intelligence. So what did I do is for a few dollars, I literally poured out the entire intellect. I'll be born as human. For the dhamma you have done, you get be reborn in human realm. But what's the use if you don't have intellect? You can't be used anywhere. So no employment and nothing you can do except for begging. And seeing that, I donate. Then what happens? You're happy in this life and in future lives to come. So you know why you're doing it. See, Buddha way of doing it is you should know why you're doing it. Don't do it because somebody says you to do it something. You should know the reason, the what happens if you do this and what happens if you don't do that, which will make you alert or aware. Otherwise, we just do it out of belief, which makes no sense. How this can be proven? Can this be proven? Let's say. Let's take an example, my own example. So 2018 onwards, I've started doing this. 2018, I didn't ask anyone. 2019, I didn't ask anyone. 2020, I didn't ask anyone. 2021, I didn't ask anyone. Then I was looking at that Dakkhina Vibhanga Sutta, and then I felt, oh, I'm stopping somebody from donating because his punya will not be there because he's taking it free. It's not good. So I said, anybody wanting to donate can donate whatever they want. And it started pouring. Now, they are not giving it to me, they are giving it to Dhamma. So, one thing I made myself very clear is that it's not to me. I might be a conduit, that's okay, but I'm not the person. It's not for me. So, it helps in two ways. One, it does a checks and balance. When you get a donation, you're seeing what happens in your mind. Does it take it is yours? Because that becomes adinadana. It's stealing. So can I take it as mine? No. Wait a sec, let me finish. So then if it is not mine, it's the best thing that can happen. And that's exactly practice what we're trying to do. So it helps in the first way. And second way is that you are not motivated to earn anything. You're motivated to work. So it's not about earning. How much can I earn? So can I implement this in the organization where I'm working? Fair deal. You just do what you're supposed to do. What they want to increase or what they want to do, it's up to them. So that also becomes like a dana, as a donation. Because I've learned something, I'm just contributing to the organization, and the organization, whatever they feel, they give it to me. That's fair. So I'm well fed in my current life itself. From 2021 to today, if I see, I've not struggled even a day. So it's proving to be true of what that Sutta 8.54 is. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Chirag, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, a couple of questions based on what you said. I mean, I totally agree that, knowledge is not something you own, right? Knowledge is already there. It's not like any person can claim ownership of its distribution. But what do you think about the point that, on the other hand, the person is spending, let's say, a finite time and effort in order to disseminate the knowledge. So if he or she is charging for those services, it's not because he's selling knowledge, but it's more like, okay, he's spending effort and time, and maybe the payment is for his effort and time, and not for the knowledge he's sharing. Do you think that's a valid point or not really?
Dhamma cannot be sold. Other than that, anything can be sold.
No, but the labor can be sold, right? Let's say the labor or spending time to, you know, let's say spend time with anyone, teaching something. And obviously the knowledge is not being sold, but I think you're still selling your time, or you don't think it
There's
can
no
be viewed
time.
that.
There's nothing called time. In Dhamma, there's nothing called time. So if I'm saying I'm spending so many hours, and in fact, I can go to another extent, saying that I quit the job because of Dhamma. So should I charge? Does it make, because I'm putting effort?
Mhm.
Is it fair? And answer is no. Still no. And then people charge. Yeah, let them charge. Absolutely fair. There's no question that why they shouldn't be charging. But if you don't want to remain as a beggar, you better don't charge. If you want to earn, go ahead and earn a proper living. That's what I would do. You know what I'm going to do? I will cancel my Australian tour and join back the organization. If it's really a requirement where my living is cut off, and what I can do is I can ask Shaniel, hey, you know what? I can't come. And I can go back to Lata saying that take off my resignation and I'm back. If that's the truth. And that's not the truth. So I have evaluated, can I sustain my living if I can't get a job at all? Because I can't do anything like this for Dhamma, saying that, you know what, later I will charge, I'll take this, I'll take that. No, not at all. If somebody gives, that is okay, but it's not a mandate that you should get. Not true. If I do like that, it becomes a huge debt for the next life. That means it pulls me down. I might not go into the to the hell realm and all that. That's fair. But what about being a human? And how will I earn? How would I get a job? If the intellect itself is not there, Chirag, then who will employ me? See, today, the organization where I'm working is employed me because I have an intellect. I can do it much faster. I can do things so easily. So I'm hired. Otherwise, there's no need for me to be kept in that organization. And they might say it doesn't suit. Or if I still join an organization and then it doesn't match my ability to deliver till it's gone, then what happens? I need to look at the consequence basically before investing anywhere. So I can't say for my labor I want to charge. There's nothing called my labor in Dhamma. Either you do it or you don't do it. And for any other profession is fine, not Dhamma, because Dhamma cannot be owned by anyone. It's insane to charge like that. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so also another question, I think one of the source of my confusion is also about, an act of compassion versus an act of compassion plus discernment. For example, let's consider the case, where you want to make a donation, and obviously there's an intention involved, like, you want to be compassionate and you want to donate for something. On the other hand, this also could be the case that, let's say, given a choice between donating to two different, for example, organizations, where one organization is, let's say, good on the surface but bad underneath, and another organization really does actually good work. So I'm also wondering, the same donation, let's say I don't have pre-knowledge of what each of these organizations do, and I'm thinking the intention matters, and I just donate it, right? But wouldn't you say that, I think in Dhamma you also have to exercise discernment? So let's say, in this case, even though I don't know which organization is actually doing good work, but if I'm donating to an organization that is doing shady work, then the merit won't be the same, or at least it's not going to have the same impact. Or what do you think about this topic?
No, you know what? You don't have to worry about which organization does what. It's your intention to donate matters. Let's say I go and give to Sadhguru. Example, Isha Foundation. And then I go and donate some money. This is ISKCON. I just go and donate. They have a lot of money, but still I go and donate. I go and donate to so many other charitable organizations. Wherever they have written charitable organization, like Cancer Society and this and that, and I do that. Okay. Now what happens? It's the intention which matters, not to who is a recipient matters. And that's there in the sutta itself. It's MN 142 if you read. It doesn't matter to whom you give it. What matters is, do you want to give or not? Okay. Now let's say I just give to Isha Foundation. I might know whatever the Isha Foundation do is maybe good, bad, ugly. I have no idea. Even though I know they might not be using it for the right purpose, or they might be using for right purpose, I have no idea. And then what happens? It's act of giving. So then what's that you get in return? You get what you should get, which is full. What they get debt. That's not my problem anyway. So they are debted because they are, or I might, let's say I have a charitable organization now, and people donate for charity. And then do they know what I'm doing with that? They just rely on what I'm doing. The ownership lies with me. The ownership doesn't lie with them. And they have given out of good faith. So that's it. There ends their matter. If I'm cheating, I take the entire blame of it. And then you find out that I'm a cheater. Fair, you don't have to curse me for that. You just donated means it no longer is yours. And that's it. There ends the matter. To cite another example, one friend of mine, he had come here. He said, Vilas, you know what? I got a dream that if I come to you, you give me money. I said, okay. When did the dream come? It came in the morning. And normally, if the dream comes in the morning, it is said a good dream. Then I told him one thing. You want money, right? I'll give you money. Can I consider it to be donation? You don't have to repay me. But before taking, understand this. You are making bad karma and having a debt to return. Are you sure you want to take this? He said no. Then I told him, better don't do it. Can you repay on the date you say? He said no. Then isn't that a lie? I'm going to give you right now a check of whatever value you're saying. I'll give it to you. That's considered as donation. I'm willing to donate it to you. Absolutely fair. Because I don't need it. Anyway, I kept it aside. I'll donate it to you. Fair. But it's your problem now. You're in debt.
But isn't in this case, I'm curious. So you are donating it, right, without an expectation that this money would be
No,
returned to
I
you.
want to
So,
caution him. I wanted to caution him. My wife was also sitting. I wanted to caution him. Can we take it like a donation? Then he kept on saying, no, I will return in
okay.
this many months' time. That because he's scared. And when I told him it's a bad karma, he's scared. She's scared because he talks all philosophies. So I told him, you know it, right? What's going to happen if you take it? He didn't take it. Even though the dream said you should go and take the money. Right? So it's how you, now you're talking about discernment, right? So I just challenged him. Let's make it as a donation. Absolutely fair. It's your problem now. It's not my problem. I've given up. It no longer belongs to me. So what doesn't belong to me, I don't have to get worked up. It never belonged to me in the first place. Clear? So then there's no
But
debt.
sorry.
Sorry, you go ahead.
No, but let's say in this actual case, if for whatever reason it had happened so that he had accepted this in the form of donation from you. Let's pretend it happened. Then in that case, still no debt would have gotten incurred, right? Because
To me,
your
no.
intention.
To
But
me
to him,
and to him, if he is asking donation, absolutely fair.
okay,
Absolutely fair. He has let's say he has a school which is doing something, and if he had said that, look, I want a donation to take care of these kids and I'm doing this, and can you help me? Absolutely fair. After taking, he used it as for personal thing, he's still taking karma. It's his problem. It's not my problem. Right? Because he told lies and he stole. So 2 of the 10 immoral deeds, he just made it.
Right. And in this case specifically, because he had a condition, right? He had a certain number in mind that I want this value. So
No,
it's not cannot be qualified as a donation.
he wanted to go to the goldsmith and take out his jewelry by taking my money and then return back the money back to me, which is not okay. I can't give it on loan basis because you have also written on the loan thing, right? So that's how the karma gets accumulated. That if you say, I'm going to give back the money in 3 months' time, and if you don't return back the money in 3 months' time, you are literally going to get broke. Or in European English or in just in English language, is pauper. The next life, that person will not have a single money in his bank account. He gets the money, it goes away. He gets the money, it goes away. Painful, actually. Why? So when you take a debt, you should be clear that you're going to clear off the debt. Just playing it around saying that I'll give it to you next month and that next month and the next year and that next year or whatever and run away and all of that is unfair practice. Like my wife has now given to my friend 30 lakhs of Indian rupees and that guy has ran away. And he's my friend, he's my schoolmate. Now what do we do? Nothing. So it's his karma. We are given it on good faith, fair. But he's supposed to return. He's not done so. Forget return. He's not even available for a call. And we went to his home. Not there. So we have done everything to trace him out. And then we left it because it's his karma. Now, I lost 30 lakhs, or she lost 30 lakhs actually. Not my money either. It's her money. Now, what do we do? Nothing. Should we curse him? No, never. Don't, just let it go. Just don't keep the pain. He's taken a debt. And now you worry about what's going to happen to him the moment the life ends here. He is going to have a worse life, worse than what Ariu saw in Patna, which made him broke down. Worse than that. It's horrible. You just cannot live in that environment. But that's how you're going to be born. Is it worth it? Not. If I were him, I wouldn't have touched it because I know what I'm doing. I know I'm investing in multiple businesses. I shouldn't have done it. Or at least I have to come back and say, you know what? I'm stuck in this. Please give me time. I apologize what I've done. But it's not. So, should I worry over it or should I worry over his future? Out of compassion, I just have to not worry over him because he's taken debt. It's an worse debt. You know what? Why? One, you have taken debt from Arya. It's worse. A normal person debt itself is horrible. And he will be born as an orphan. And he's got stuck, quite stuck, cannot get out. See, there's a normal person, there's an Arya. Now, if you have an Arya and you take it from him, you should be even more careful because that person can spoil your future lives to come. And that's it. And he knows what I'm doing. He exactly knows what I'm doing. It's not that he is not knowing it, but still he did it. What do we do? Just let him go. The nature will take care of itself.
So, so let me know if you've completed. I had
I have
a
done,
small
I'm done.
Okay, okay. So, but I think what you mentioned a few moments ago is it's the intention that really matters, right? Not the recipient on the other side. But wouldn't you say if the donation was made to an area versus a non-area, let's say Anagami versus like a layperson and so on, the merit accumulated would be different.
Yes,
So, isn't it the case the recipient matters in some way of your donation?
no, this here, I just opened up the sutta for you so that you know what he's talking about. There are 14 individuals. Let me make it big so that it makes it much. So he's saying, now Anand, the gifts of the following people make be expected to yield following returns to an animal 100 times, an unethical ordinary person. You see here?
Mhm.
Okay, 1,000. To an ethical ordinary person, 100,000. To an outsider free of desire of sensual pleasure, so much. But a gift to someone practicing real fruit of stream entry may be expected to yield incalculable, immeasurable returns. How much more so a gift to a stream enterer, someone practicing realize the fruit of once return, a once returner, someone practicing realize the fruit of non-return, a non-returner, someone practicing to realize the fruit of perfection, a perfected one, or an independent Buddha, how much so more so a realized one, a perfected one, a fully awakened Buddha. So, in a nutshell, that's all what you're going to get. So, if you donate like what he has presented there, and that's it, it accumulates back to you. It's a boomerang action, Chirag. This donation thing is a boomerang thing. You give, it comes back. The only question is, will you give? So let's say I remit to Shaniel and Shaniel remits it to me. They both will be the same, going up and down the ladders. So Shaniel transfers to my account as donation, and again I transfer back to his account as donation. So because he's come to Anagami level, so it would mean the same thing. Basically, I'm few inches away ahead than what he's earning or what he's having. So let's say he donates. Then what happens? It becomes a quickie, meaning he can quickly jump because he's giving up. So the whole idea is to give up, right? So you just give up. So then he gives up. Oh, this is what I can give to Vilasji, let's say. And that's it. He's gained. It just comes back. The very moment you give, the very moment it comes back. So knowing this, if I were not to have a single idea of making money in Dhamma, that's the best thing, right? Because it's no kind of lien or no kind of debt. It's straight. So you see here, now I quit the job. Can I sustain my living? I'm telling you, I can. I have no doubts in that. Can I not sustain the living? I can sustain the living. Even if nobody pays me anything after this month, nobody pays me a single rupee or dollar or whatever that currency is. Can we sustain the living? And the answer is yes. I can 100% assure you that. With whatever I have earned, with the 30 lakhs loss, what she has undergone, can we still make it up? I say yes. And the 30 lakh donation to that land, what we have bought, still, yes. I could have had 60 lakhs in my account, right? If she had not lost and I had not donated, and there was no need for me to donate. Anyway, this was the idea of Bobby and Ariu and all of that. So I would tell you guys want to have one land there, okay, please go ahead and buy it. Why pull me? In fact, they didn't pull me. They just said that we want to do this. And it was my idea of donating to that land. So I have put 30 lakhs and he has put maximum amount of money, and Bobby has put money. So, and you have also put money, Chirag. So we have contributed to that. Would it come back to us? It will. That what we have bought there is going to come back to us. For sure. It's not going to go like that. It's not going to lie down like that. No, it will come back. So, like what the sutta says, you just donate. Don't worry about what it is and why it is. Just give it. I mean, I should also be giving. I should also be donating. So that's exactly the reason why I donated it. There's no need for me to donate. I'm already donating on the Dhamma, so there's no need for me to donate financially also. It's so fine. For Dhamma, I'm doing it. Now see this. I could give it on rent, my parents' home, and make money out of it. Meaning I can do the same construction, make it in a very modern thing, and then make money. I'm giving to Dhamma. That house is going to be given to Dhamma. Anybody can come and stay. And I'm not going to charge them for stay or food or whatever it is. Whatever comes from the donation, I will have it. But then I'm not going to charge. I'm not going to make profit out of it. But I can give that on rent to the trust. So the trust can pay a minimum rent, which will be used for the same purpose. And then that's it. Like that, I can do it. So now, can the trust own that property? No. Can the trust take it on rent? Yes. Can I get paid for that rent? Yes, for your living. So you can have a minimum thing from coming from the house you're given on rent. But for the usage, for everything, for food, for anything, are you charging it? There is no. So have you given everything to Dhamma? Yes, go ahead.
Why the trust cannot own the property?
They can own the property, but at present I've given it on rent, so that the trust can think of going and buying that property, buy any property for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
They can.
Mm-hmm.
So the overall thing, instead of the details, is that if you say donation, it means everything, right? So you just cutting off your ability to think it is mine. Now, the advantage of that, and it comes back to you. Because you have an intention of giving, so you'll get it back. You have the intention of holding, it will be taken away. That's the only thing. Yes, Harry, you go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'm asking on behalf of Chirag. I guess I can maybe still see he's not fully clear because I may be speaking on behalf of him, but I feel like one side you're saying the intention is what matters, but the other side, it seems like the recipient does matter. So there seems to be a mismatch. So where
Recipient
exactly?
doesn't matter. Harry, I just showed you the sutta also. And an ignoble person also, if you give, he says that, right? I have no doubt on the recipient side. Your intention should be good. That's it. Forget that. I'm just saying, if you want to evaluate and say that why you are giving and what you are giving, you can do that. But the idea of giving is that you're getting it back. That's the thing. Did I answer you? I don't know. Chirag looks perplexed. So
Yeah. I guess to maybe summarize what you say, if it's a calculated gift, then it's an investment. It's not hardly giving, right? Then it doesn't matter.
my wife is saying if it is a calculated gift, shouldn't be calculated. I'll give an example, which happened in front of me. Now I am in this Vipassana Research Institute, I went for the Vipassana. So people are counting 2,500 rupees per day. I think they spent not more than 1,000 rupees. So 1,000 into 10 is 10,000. 10,000 seems to be too much. So I think in my opinion, 500 rupees would do. 510 is 5,000 Indian rupees. So 5,000 rupees. I think, they are getting so much money from so many people. I think 250 should be fair enough. So 250 into 10 is 2,500 rupees. Okay, minusing all my, my fuel coming from there to here and all of that. So I'll pay 2,000 rupees. So one guy standing in front of me, he's going around in his mind and he paid 2,000 rupees. And then I went and paid 25,000 rupees. Okay. I didn't calculate. I didn't say that they would have spent 2,500 per day and into 10 is 25,000. Just felt like I should be donating 25,000 rupees. I just 25. If I had got in my mind 50,000 rupees, I would have given 50,000 rupees or 100,000 rupees or whatever that is. So I would have done that. Yes, Madhukar.
Namabuddha, sir.
Namabuddha.
My just let me know my thinking is right or wrong. I can just rectify it. The dana, the donation can be also be given in the form of non-monetary. For example, if I'm giving a time to someone, if I spend some efforts for someone, even like
Yes.
the best way, like a
There
dhamma
are
dana.
there are
So
16
how
of them.
much that yes, then let me just send me PDF, etc.
No,
So
there are
that can be
16 of
also
them. You can give
okay.
greens, you can give
Okay,
food, you can give shelter, you can
I
give
got it.
land, you can
I got it.
give beddings, you can give whatever. All that common, including service. Yes, you can serve. Like I go to VRI and serve for 10 days. That's a dana. You don't have to be giving money. Yes, Chirag.
Yeah. Two questions. I think one question is, I think for me personally, what comes naturally is, for example, when my mom went to Vipassana retreat, right? Like I think I was definitely considering that. Okay, like let's say when I have to take into account, right? Okay, how much should I donate? I was like, okay, what's at least the running expense, and then I was like, I should give extra on top of it because I think in my mind, it's always like, okay, I would like to give more, but maybe I have to at least cover the bare minimum, and then obviously I can see how much on top of it I can give. So it doesn't come as naturally that like I have a number in my mind, or like my heart says that okay, give this much. Maybe there's something I can do better, but yeah, I think I do have to make some sort of calculations that okay, maybe there's this much I can put aside for this. I don't know if there's a way around it.
No, Chirag, it's like this. When you calculate, you feel that compression in your heart. You can feel it. You can feel compressed because you are wasting too much of energy in thinking whether this and that. Just just think this much portion is not yours and just drop it. So in that sutta, if you really see, just keep thing aside. You don't have to worry for what and how and who and what not. Just keep it aside and just give.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense, because if you're keeping money aside for something like this, then you can just take out of that reserve, and then you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't. Anyway, it didn't belong to you. Like in my case,
Yeah.
it doesn't even belong to me. So what doesn't belong to me doesn't belong to me. So it doesn't matter whether how much is accumulated there. Even if it is accumulated as 1 million Indian rupees, and I just go and give 1 million Indian.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to whom I'm giving. Now by chance, I find an Arya, but just by chance, and I give him the best thing I ever did. By chance.
Because I think I mean I don't know if it's how is it for other people, but I think after going through all these suttas and so on, right, I'm sure like some of have considered some point that this person is Arya or it's let's say Anagami and so on, so it will be really good if I donate to this person. So I do think I don't know what, I'm not speaking for others, but I think even for me, I think sometimes there is that angle that okay, I will be doing like a great noble deed by donating to this person and so on. But I think that also, let's say, I think that already thinking that way sort of diminishes the value of that contribution. If you're thinking that you're donating to an Anagami rather than you're just donating. What are your thoughts on this, or how you would do it?
No. It's like this. There is a there is a anecdote to that that you will have reverence. See, giving as a giving is one thing. Giving it so giving with reverence because you found some Arya is even more better. Meaning, I will have reverence when I give. I can, let's say, I find a Bhante, and then I know from his nature, the way he's doing, or even a lay person. Or let's take Shenil as an example. Don't take me as an example. Let's take Shenil. I know from the way he's reached certain point. I know it. So can I not serve him? Monetary or otherwise, whichever way it works. I can, and I should. If I have reverence, it doesn't matter whether I'm donating this much or that much because I am having reverence. If I don't know if it's an Arya or not Arya, still I'm donating, which gives me that thing comes back. Whereas if I am doing with reverence, it's amazing, meaning you can't even measure it up. So let's say, Chirag, I want to have Brahma Vihara. I want to reside in Brahma Vihara. If I'm serving an Arya, it's instantaneous. I don't have to do much trouble. Being in with his vicinity itself is sufficient for me to get on the higher realms. This is so trivial of how much money I need to give or what that makes it so trivial because I can now reside in Brahma Vihara. So makes it much more sense. I'm not saying that we should have greed for Brahma Vihara. You would get it because it just makes that thing come true. So you will yourself see it. It's not that he should do something about it. He should convince you that, you know what, I am an Arya and all that. No, that need not be the case.
Yeah. And I think the final question was the same. But I think both of us had the same. But basically, let's say your intention is 100%, right? So no matter what, you'll get it back, right? And you don't know whether that person is, let's say, Anagami or Sotapanna or whatever that
You
is,
don't
right?
have to. If
Yeah,
you
we
know
don't have
it, if you know it, good. If you don't know it, doesn't matter.
Right. But depending on whether that person is a Sotapanna or Anagami, the merit that would accumulate would be different. Nevertheless, even though your intention is the same.
Which I just now showed in the sutta.
Right. So then what you're saying is that obviously the intention is the only thing you can control, but the, the recipient makes a difference. Isn't that true? I mean, again, it's not like we're trying to calculate or anything, but the merits accumulated are still different.
See, the
depending
thing
on
is
the
like
recipient.
this. Don't waste your energy in too much of thinking. You want to give, give. You don't want to give, don't give. But keep it straight and simple. Okay. It doesn't matter to whom you give. Keep it like that. Just keep it like that. Doesn't matter to whom you give. If by chance you come to know the person you are giving, that is a recipient, is a Arya, much better. But let's say I don't even know, it's fine. In fact, that's what the Dakkina Vibhanga Sutta is saying. And that person doesn't even deserve, it's fine. You'll still get, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the downside of giving, knowing who this person is and what kind of karma will come back, has already itself built with the expectations, right? Which means it's not giving in that sense.
It's not like that, you see, it's like this. You have to, he's asking giving with discernment. There are two kinds of giving, right? Just giving and giving with discernment. If you want to discern why you're giving, then you need to do all of this. If you don't want to discern, then it doesn't matter. To whom you give, absolutely doesn't matter. If you discern, if you evaluate, then only the recipient comes into picture. Otherwise, there's no recipient. Like, I'll give you an example, straight example. Now, the tourism money, that whatever the tour company I have earned, I'm not taking a single rupee from that. It's all for donation or for my flight tickets. But it's accumulated there. It's good amount which is accumulated there, Ariu. In fact, I can ask that company to transfer back to my account because so just transfer to my account because now I don't have a job, which my partner can do it. He will do it. But I'm not going to do that. That's meant for donation. Let him do it. Like what Lata put just now, that what matters is your intention to donate rather than who is a recipient. But if you think you should know the recipient, it's fair. It's fair. But you have to do all of this due diligence, which may or may not, because you will have that some holding in your heart. So the best way of giving is just give up.
Yeah, I think one thing I was thinking was, I think for, let's say, people in our group and so on, I think it's possibly easier because, let's say, we know area who we can donate to. But I think, let's say, if you take the case of a layperson who doesn't know any noble person, and maybe they just know some organizations here and there, and they may not even want to donate because they're not convinced that their mission is. I don't know. I feel you can donate to anything, right? Let's say I can donate to my friend, but what's the point? That's how I think. I don't know if everyone thinks
No,
that.
no, Chirag is like this. Simple case. Should you donate or shouldn't you donate is the first thing. Donation doesn't mean only money. Should you go and serve, do this, do that, or whatever, give a green or whatever it is? As a human, do you want to do it or don't you want to do it? And the answer is you should do it. Why? It makes you let go of something. That's the only reason why you're doing it. Now, what's the benefit of doing it? So let's understand. I'm not talking about what Lata written there, the next life to come, but you need to know on why should you donate. At least you should, to whom you donate is immaterial. So dana creates sila. You just can't get into 10 moral deeds without giving up something. That's not possible.
If I may say something, but again, I think giving up, you can also burn all your money you have, right? So that's
No, not like that. See, you shouldn't act funny. See, that's what that AN 8.54 is talking about, Chirag. It's not about you go and burn all your money because somebody said you should donate, and I donated so much that now I have become a beggar. No.
But what if you like burn like 10% of your money every every month just because you think that I don't care about money as much.
It's not.
I don't want.
It's not like that, Chirag. See, thing is, I think it's helping others is what I think. So, because this is a very key aspect of the 10 paramis, what we have. So, let me cover that up in a moment. If you give up, you want viraga, right? Ultimately, you should get into viraga to get nibbana. Otherwise, it's not possible. Virago, nirodho, nibbana. So, if you want to get into nibbana, the thing what you should have is viraga, dispassion. If you want dispassion, how will you get into dispassion if you are passionate? What do? You donate. Donation, let's say I go to the Vipassana as an example, I go and serve. My ego is diminished because I'm supposed to wash the utensils. I'm supposed to cook. I'm supposed to sweep. I'm supposed to do everything for the person who is coming there. And some people might abuse me. Some people might accuse me. For 10 days, I'm going and serving. It's his donation, it's dana. Very much. What did it do? It removed my ego. I had such a ego. So where will I go and remove the ego? Let's go and serve. Yeah. Now I go and serve old age people. They will be finicky. They'll be in pain. Now I'll go and serve them. They're shitting in their pants. Can I clean the pant? Just think. I say, yuck. Go now. Because viraga has to happen. Go now. Do it. I'm not talking money at all. No money transaction is there. I need to drop someone 200 kilometers from my home. Very old guy. And really is in trouble. So I'll go drive, drop him, make him comfortable and come back. It looks ridiculous to do that. Please do it. The dana creates sila. So you're putting the next step, sila. Sila creates nekkhamma, which is giving up, right? So now you are renunciating it. So dana, sila, nekkhamma. Then you get virya, energy. Then you get panya, wisdom. So 5 paramis just by doing this act. Just by doing this. Why shouldn't I do it, Chirag?
Yeah, I think that's something I clearly understand. I think I was thinking more about doing it in a more deliberate way. It's like when I'm thinking about, let's say donating, I think more in terms of like benefits, like who will this benefit more, like who.
Forget,
So I
give.
that's my,
See, Chirag, and this for you as well, or for anyone having this, just give up. How much you want to give up is up to you. But just give up. See, ultimately, what is the Dhamma is giving up. That's the ultimate thing. Arya is a way of giving up because that circling is given up, right? The samsara is going around. So you're given up. So shouldn't I give up? That's the only thing. Why should I worry whether that recipient is proper, improper, is this or that or whatever. Why? Doesn't matter. Just give up. Then this confusion itself is gone. But though for a householder, Buddha says in that sutta how you should manage your finances. Like you said, my whole money is burnt up. Yeah, sometime it might happen. Instead of that, keep a reserve for donation and play within that. What's the problem? Now, the money portion is over. Same thing with service. 5 days in a month, can I serve someone? In the same format, can I give the Dhamma, what I have been practicing, to others without charging, without doing anything, without expecting? Can I do that? Yes, why not? The objective is to give up anyway, any which way. So I am doing it. I'm not expecting that Chirag, you should call me to US, or you should call me to US, or Shaniel has to call me to Australia and then I will give Dhamma. No. In fact, I'm thinking, how can I work along with Shaniel in the whole month to make him progress faster? And that's what I'm having in my mind. I'm not having anything else other than the good, well-wishing Shaniel on how he can even more grow than what he has grown today, which is, I'm really happy the way he has come up. He's faster than me. So can he complete the journey much ahead of me? And that's what I feel. So can I then sacrifice my thing for him? I think yes. I can slow down and make it faster. Can do that. How does it matter to me? It doesn't matter. So I started this series to help him. Actually, I told him also, starting this series so that he can work for this 30 days, and then we continue working on that the next 30 days while we are there in Australia. So why shouldn't I do that? I'm exactly giving up. I'm even giving up the quest to becoming arhat. Actually, and that's fair. Now, will I get it? Definitely yes, but don't keep it. I need to be this. No, it doesn't matter, Chirag. Why should I be worried about recipient? Now, should I be worried about Shania? No, I'm going to serve him. And he might be serving me, that's a separate issue. But I'm going there to serve him. I'm going there to serve Bobby because I want him to grow. And when you guys are there in Australia, I'm going to serve. Simple. Otherwise, it creates ego. Chirag, see, money is one thing, but what about the Dhamma ego? That's horrible. Keep. So I told Shaniel, and also I informed Bobby that you both investigate me when I'm there. Still I have mana or not. Where they get 1 month to closely watch every mistake I do. Look at it. And I mean it. I mean it what I said to them. So from day one, on 30th of November to 30th of December, their job is to look at the mistake I'm doing and just bring it up. Hey, Vilas, here is one. Here is another. Here's another. Like he's interviewing so many people, so he should put on the list. Oh, I need to investigate this guy. And that's how it should be. So it's frank and open thing. Because the moment I give up, There's no identity. Isn't that the best thing? And there ends the samsara. Now you might ask me another question. If I were to ask, then why are you doing all of this? Because anyway, you're not going to come back. Fair. But I'm doing it out of compassion. Even now, I will not take it. Even though knowing I will not be coming in the womb existing, I will still not take it. Because it becomes stealing. I'll not. So anybody giving, I'm not going to stop. But I myself will not go and say, can you give me $100,000 because of the work I'm doing? No. Why? The current money, what I have itself is sufficient for my living. So it doesn't have to ask anyone. I mean, the living what I have, not the exorbitant living, but the current living is sufficient. So I decided to give that house on Dhamma. I could have taken it on rent. I could have given to somebody on rent, which I didn't do. I think we are done on time. And this donation thing, I think how this whole thing works. Maybe Shaniel, I don't know what you wanted to add or delete or whatever, but just wanted to, since he had very valid questions, I thought, let me take it up because that also comes as part of Patisamutpada cycle. So ignorance to Sankhara. This is Sankhara, what we are doing. This is Punyabhi Sankhara. So we covered the entire.
Yeah, I think you covered it very well. And for me, my experience has been the more I give up, the more progress I make on the path. And whether it's money or my time or any of those things, especially serving others, like you mentioned, really does reduce your mana. And I've seen that firsthand, when I've been able to do that. And really appreciate all of your support and efforts.
Yeah, sure. So basically, that's how we need to take our life and then do it. So we are all householders. So we should do like what that Anguttara Nikaya 8.54 sutta, which Bobby has shared in the group. And you can have a look at it. And it's a very nice sutta where Buddha explains for this life and the lives to come on everything. It's just 4 things there, not many things, 4 things. And in that, it's about livelihood. That livelihood talks about it. We don't have to get worked up. If you come into the anagami stage, then you have come out of this existence of earning money and doing this and doing that. The best thing. So the only way to get that way is to give up, but not foolishly. I mean, say giving up means I'll throw everything out and say, oh, I know I've given up. No, not like that. Not like that.
It's basically giving up. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's basically giving up the mental constructs you're holding on to.
Exactly. That's true. That's what
let's say giving up money is a way to desymbolize or deconstruct or reduce the importance of mental constructs. So act of giving is just arbitrary, but it acts as a channel to trigger that.
I'll give you a straight example. Now, Shaniel has donated or gifted a business class ticket to me. I'm the recipient. He is the donor. Right? How I use that is my problem. In his heart, he's giving to someone whom he thinks should come in comfort. If that increases my ego, it's my problem. Right? Considering that, let him suffer and let him come by economy is one extreme. Okay. And saying that, let him have a royal thing is another extreme, because that is Attakila Matanu Yoga, this is Kama Sukhalukana Yoga. Now, if Shaniel feels or convinced right? That this person is genuine in his opinion, in his evaluation, whatever he has done. He feels this person is genuine out of for whatever reason he evaluated and he thought. Even then, I might not be that genuine. Let's say, is the debt going to be at Genial's side or it's my side? It's my side, it's not his side. So you know what's going to happen, Chirag? He gains arhathood and I will not. You got the
You
point.
cut off for a few seconds.
What I said, he becomes an arhat, whereas I will not, because I have holding on to something. So what I do is I sit in the plane and I start enjoying the comforts of business class as though I have never seen business class in my life. So for a 12-hour journey, I gave up or I took the Kama Sukha. So it goes down. So should then Shaniel should have booked me an economy seat so that I wouldn't have got into it. Actually, what he did is the right thing. You give him the comfort and test so that you know the gold or a rolled gold. You understand? Because if I enjoy the comfort, it proves the point. But it's not he's not in any kind of liability at all. So he doesn't have to be worried. The person who is to be worried is the recipient. Okay, it's not his problem. He shouldn't feel that, oh, I shouldn't have done that. No, what he's done is the right thing. But if I'm an Arya and an Anagami knows this, that there is nothing in this world called comfort. You're just making use of it. So it doesn't matter whether it was an economy seat or a business class seat. It doesn't matter. The plane is the same. And after 12 hours, it's gone. So knowing this, there's no relishing. If there is no relishing, you retain Anagami. So that state of mind, when I land in Shaniel's home, makes it much beneficial for him because it is not tainted. So he benefits. So what did I do? I took it, I didn't reject it, but I did not indulge in it. So when I come back to his house in next few weeks' time, he gets it back, which is the nicest thing to do, actually. So he didn't lose the money, he gained completely. And that's how this Dhamma works. So did you lose anything? And the answer is no. Did you gain anything? The answer is yes. And what did you gain? You gained that space where what was holding it is now removed. And that's a benefit what Shaniel can have in the next 30 days. However, if I enjoy that 12-hour ride and I feel, wow, what a seat, what's the difference between this seat and that seat is the same. I can go like this, and that's exactly what's going to happen there. So am I not sitting in this seat and doing the same thing? Now, if I enjoy and I go back, it's tainted. But does that stop his progress? No. But does it stop my progress? Yes. So why did I bring it up, Chirag, is that if you want to discern, contemplate, should I give it to Vilas a business class ticket? Is supposing that was the idea, then you should see it like this. But that's a strain on the mind to so much think it over and say, I think he's not, he's not. okay, we'll do it, and then you do it, and then you still think, maybe what if he enjoys and comes here? That doubt is there. So that is a hindrance. It's better to do it. Yes, Harry.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking something you said, which is important. I want to clarify. I mean, to emphasis is that even if you falsely believe something, let's say someone is virtuous, and you give out of false belief that he's virtuous,
Still fine.
but in your mind, you're still valuing, having virtue, right? Which it means you're still gonna get what you aspire for, even if you have false belief.
It doesn't matter if I have false belief. If Shaniel has a false belief on me by mistake, he evaluated everything, but still got convinced that this guy is the best guy around, and he gave it or not. Still, it gives him the benefit, same exact benefit. But there's one flaw to that. He might not be able to grow much beyond that what this guy has, because he's a limitation. So when I go to sleep at Shaniel's home for the next 30 days, the energy with which I should be working, he wouldn't feel it because it's tainted. But I guess that's not going to happen. But then let's say, for argument's sake, I'm a fake. And that the only damage that can happen is he will not get further than what he is. But he has to keep on trying, and it'll automatically work out because of the parmi what he has as the dana parmi. So then that keeps on adding it up automatically. He doesn't have to have another person helping him. Now, if he knows that he is given to the right person, the advantage here is that it just fastens the whole process. That's the only difference. So when you come back on 30th there to his house, you should ask this question: how was your 30 days? I think that's the first thing you need to do. I mean, I'm going to sit in some other room so that you can ask him in private. Otherwise, if you ask him and he will say, Vilas ji was very good, blah, blah, blah. Because he can't tell lies anyway. So I'll sit in another room and you guys can ask him, oh, I don't think so, this one, that one. And then you see. Shouldn't affect. That's how this whole thing works. So this Patisamutpada, when you cut it in two pieces, it stops the journey. And the reason why we donate is to stop the journey. That's all what it is. So now the question comes is that he's giving me house, he's giving me residence, he's giving food, he's giving me shelter, or whatever he's giving, Shaniel is giving, or like you had given Harry and Chirag, you had done that. So should I be grateful to it? Yes. Even though I am in a higher plane, should I still bow down to it? Yes. Should I be filled with gratitude? Yes. And that will help in all the 10 parts. It fulfills. I think that's the best thing. So for 30 days, he is sheltering me. So every day, it counts. Like Bobby sheltered me for 20 plus days. That's very grateful to his family. And what will that do? That will become untainted, not taint. It's clean. So then wherever we walk, that place is best energy. So what did I donate there? The energy. And you cannot buy it. No money can buy it. But can you use it? Absolutely free. I didn't ask Shaniel, is it still there or 6 months over in that room? It's gone.
It's still there.
Still there? Okay.
Mhm.
So we'll make it even more better with the
Mm.
30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing with Ariu, but I used all the energy in curing people. So this time, after my US visit, I stopped doing that. I feel very much pained that I could not do Ariu's place. It all got drained. And I was watching that in 21 days, it just became, it went even out of Mountain View, which I felt pretty bad. Anyway, next time.
Yeah, thanks a lot for answering these questions. Really insightful.
Okay, hope you got clarity. So
Yes.
because of that, don't keep on dumping money saying, okay, now let me dump 2 lakh, 10 lakhs and 20 lakhs and 50 lakhs because I'm going to get back. No, you don't have to do that. You can do it in multiple ways. Can serving, can food, can this, can that, and so many different ways.
And I think the best way to do it is so it feels more natural is, let's say, when it's situational, right? When the compassion naturally arises for whatever thing it is, in that moment, if you donate, then I think that's the best.
Yes,
Rather
absolutely.
than
So
doing,
now to answer to it, I just forgot. Let me add another thing. Now Shaniel is hosting me for the next 30 days. He's already donating. Should he donate money again to my account? Need not be. But if he wants, he could. But there is nothing like he needs to do it because he's already doing it. He is hosting. The act of hosting itself is the best gift. Let's say he's on top of that, he wants to donate some money or whatever it is, it's fair. But every day he's hosting me. Every day he's taking care of me. So how much more should I do to Shaniel is my problem now. I need to do that for Shaniel. I need to ensure that he's always growing and happy because he's spending time with me. He's stopped everything and then he's going to spend 1 full month with me and he's hosting. He's giving everything. He's giving his house, he's giving all that he has. The highest donation anybody can make. So how much more should I be working for Shane? It's unimaginable. So should I ask him transfer to my account this much amount? It looks so ridiculous. When he's giving me his whole house, what else do you expect him to do? And a whole house and himself. It's amazing, honestly. So should I serve Shaniel? And the answer is yes.
yeah, thanks for hosting us, Shane, for the upcoming retreat. And I hope we get different ways to give Dana back for the amazing things that you're doing for Sangha.
Yeah, it is. It's no small deal. I mean, he's just giving up his home for all of us. And he's giving me complete access to his home for the next 30 days, which is amazing.
And it's my pleasure. Really looking forward to welcoming you all.
Yeah, I know that, but it's something great. So that covers up all his 10 pamis. So then he has Dana, Sila, this Nekama, and then Virya, then Panya, then Kanti, then Satya, then Aditana, then Metta, then Upekha, all the 10, like a bank balance filled with money. And so many well-wishers coming to his home. May everyone benefit. So that's all we get out of donation, I guess. It is more than enough. Okay, I think time. It's already 1:30, I guess, for you.
Yep.
Sorry. It's now 2:30 or 2?
2:30, but that's all right. I had an extra half an hour today.
Okay, good
Yeah.
for that. So this is a circle cutting. So sankharas. Avijja pacha sankhara. Sankhara is cut. So there's no you and mine and anything in between. All right. Thank you and meet tomorrow.
Thank you.